Yo, what's up guys, it's Garrison here and welcome back to the channel. So today I'll be checking out Kim Woojin's MV for Still Dream. Now I am really interested in this song as I've been waiting for it, watched the teasers, both of the teasers, and also his covers, and as well as specifically the one video called Finger Killer, documentary that really talks about what he went through and what truly happened at the end of the day. Honestly, I'm so glad that their label decided to put out that documentary, and I'll be talking about that documentary more, of course, after I check out his pre-debut single here called Still Dream. Aside from that, let's just get into it, shall we? Alright, Kim Woojin, Still Dream. I got the English captions on and all. Let's go. Oh. But even in the dark, there's a way. Oh. Wow. Really loving the guitar in this, but just how he projects himself in this. Oh, wow. Answer is in tomorrow, still unknown. I'm really loving how he expresses himself in this music video with the choreography and his singing too, and especially the lyrics that he's delivering in the song. So meaningful. Countless darkness that chases me. Love the drums in this, and quite atmospheric this song is. Oh, wow. Just him providing such an emotive performance is everything, and the emotion that he pours out in this, just so good. Very uplifting and consoling in some ways. Him running in this field. Oh, hold up. I want to read this here. Composed by Ryan Esjan, John Samuel, Garrett, Joe Henderson. Okay. Lyrics by, lyrics he worked with others on this. Arranged by, choreography by BB Trippin. Seeing a lot of familiar names in this. We love to see it, and I gotta give it to their label. Everyone behind the scenes on this one. Really. $10X. I think this is such a spectacular start, despite it being a pre-debut single, I've got to say. And considering that's a pre-debut single, I think how this song was done stylistically and in such an expressive manner really works. And before I get into the overall soundscape to the song and the reasons why I truly love this pre-debut single by Kim Woojin himself, I got to say it's been such a blessing and a half seeing reunions happening, certain members of a group rejoining after certain hiatuses, also as well as resurgences, and the likes of BI coming back, and now Kim Woojin himself is absolutely everything. It's such a heartwarming sight to see, as always, seeing these certain events in this brand new year of 2021. Now, with that being said, Still Dream is truly such an inspiring song that is quite relatable, very uplifting and consoling at some moments in the song, and is very empowering, I'd have to say, seeing how everything broke out in the choreo throughout this MV and how everything was shot and edited. Wow, it really is truly such an empowering song. So overall soundscape to this really reminds me of what Gaho really does. What Gaho really does come through with, he usually comes through with such uplifting songs, but done in like an atmospheric manner. Sure, you got the guitars, of course, like the bass guitar and such, the acoustic guitar and such, but the epic drums and how Gaho projects his voice is everything throughout the OSTs he's done, and him showing like he can do different styles these days outside of his OST work. But aside from that, I could sense some of Gaho's influence despite him not being on this song. I feel like Kim Woojin looks up to him, maybe. I'm not too sure. If y'all can let me know if he does or not, that'd be great, because I know that they did a cover together recently to Driver's License. Amazing cover, by the way. But yeah, speaking of this song, very atmospheric, uplifting, and empowering, I've got to admit. And it has its tropes, believe it or not, which really keeps me engaged. But I feel like what carries the song a lot is how he expresses himself in the vocal department, but also in his performance throughout this MV that we saw here. So let me bring up the MV back up again. I'll break down some parts that I truly love in the song and MV, and then I'll talk about the documentary that I really wanted to talk about and with y'all today. So let's just do that. Let's just start from the beginning, though, shall we? Really love the set that they've done here, the outdoor scenery. Feels very light, almost. How do we see this opening scene? But even in the dark, there's a way. I feel like there's a lot to address in these lyrics, some being very straightforward, but over here, every day towards you is a dance on the waves. I feel like this could mean quite a lot regarding towards you is a dance on the waves. Just like in life, comparing it to waves, it's not an easy ride. You're gonna have your waves in life, but this is not the particular line that shook me the most per se. It's later on in the song, so let's let it continue to play out here. I really love his outfits, by the way, throughout the scenes. Countless darkness that chases me. Even if I'll wet my two wings, fly further I go. Now this is the part where that got me really shook, to be honest. But before that, right here, fly I will to you. Countless darkness that chases me. Even if it'll wet my two wings, fly further I go. Despite everything, I'm gonna be pushing on and moving forward regardless. I love the message that's being put out here in this song. It's just so beautiful. This sudden like switch of the scene, just so good. And then into the black outfits with the backup dancers, just so good, so clean with that transition in the MV here, and connecting to the song. Obviously, where am I? Is there an end? The night I asked again and again, desperately. The answer is in tomorrow, still unknown. Only the dreamers can see. Oh my goodness. Despite all the darkness and the unknown of tomorrow, keep pushing on, keep moving forward, keep dreaming. And that's what I'm getting a lot here from the lyricism of Kim Woojin himself. Now this is the next part. Little flapping of wings, clumsily trying as hard as I can. And then he continues and says, still not enough to fly further away. But I don't stop because you are there far away. So I feel like this you, another significant other one, or in regards to the fans, I love how he is really talking about commitment. He's not gonna stop. He's just gonna continue and continue regardless. Build up with the drums. Oh my goodness, I love how the drums get reintroduced. And the chorus is just so memorable upon first listen. This is truly artistry at its finest, guys. Just the multiple uses of guitars, different guitars in this is so good. And the layering in this song. All details were considered. Ryan S. Jun in the work, significant individual, I'd have to say, in case y'all didn't know. Been worked with Luna as of recently, worked with other huge artists, Weekly's After School, Yuha as well. Man, I really love how he got to really show himself, despite show like his skill set throughout this entire song, his vocals, his dance, the how emotive he can be, how he expresses himself not only as an artist but an individual in this song. And I really appreciate him for opening up and really sharing that throughout this song with such a beautiful and meaningful message at the same time, due to the lyrics that I am reading in this. And I'm so glad that he really decided to not give up at the end of the day and continue and push on forward, and for the solo debut that's upcoming, as I feel like he's not dragged back. He's finally able to express himself, and I feel like that's important at the end of the day when you are an artist, you know, not to be restricted but to be free and set free and really do what you want. Wow, this was clearly like a 9 out of 10, 10 out of 10 for me, I'd have to say, considering that's a pre-debut single, and just the part of the bias of me really loving him in the early days, as I always loved Kim Woojin's unique vocal color, and I really have been waiting for this moment. Now, aside from that, as I mentioned, I really want to talk about that Finger Killer documentary. Okay, so if y'all haven't seen that Finger Killer documentary, it was an interesting take and tone of really describing the events and occurrences that Kim Woojin went through, and I feel like it addresses like a good amount of things that occurred and the things that people may have not heard or yet already. And what blows my mind still to this day is that a lot of people that quote unquote canceled him or are just hating him do not know the truth at the end of the day. And it is really absurd about regards to the picture on the internet. Next thing you know, the actual guy who was wearing that shirt and having that drink called out that individual who was calling out Kim Woojin, like, why you gotta do this, right? But at the same time, it just I can't believe no one is looking back upon this accuser at the end of the day who's talking about or accusing and talking about such a serious matter, you know what I'm saying? So my humblest opinion, I think it was the right take and tone to do that in the documentary, and I gotta give it to the staff members for working their butts off of clearing things up as much as they can, and really providing the leeway and the pathway right now and clearing things up for Kim Woojin. At the end of the day, for me at least, I'm not sure about you guys, I'm very open-minded in general, okay? I usually don't want to take sides until the news or the result of like court cases and stuff are revealed and dropped. And it's clearly here where I didn't take any sides, and next thing you know, wow, turns out Kim Woojin wasn't the individual in the picture at all. But yeah, I highly recommend y'all check out that documentary, Finger Killer. Kim Woojin has truly been through so much, the thick and thin, regardless whether it was minor or major moments and times in his life. I really love how he is breaking through at the end of the day and coming through with his debut eventually. But I can see myself listening to this song, Still Dream. Really beautiful message that is very straightforward, nothing too crazy to depict in this one. I love how he expresses himself. I can't emphasize that enough, and how emotive he is, the emotions pouring out of him throughout this MV and song. But y'all, as I say throughout my videos, be sure to like, share, and maybe subscribe, as it helps out the channel so much, and just warms my heart connecting with y'all about Kim Woojin himself. Expect me to check out more of Kim Woojin's contents, especially when he drops his debut next time around. But as I also say throughout my videos, be sure to have a great day, have a good night, have a good afternoon, wherever you are. Stay safe, promise me that. It's crazy out there. Please stay safe, and peace.